Hello and welcome to Get Collected. I'm your host, Soul Brother Mike, and it's Tuesday, June 6th, 2017, and you're listening to Season 3, Episode 14. Get Collected is co-hosted by Chrissy Cochran.
Hello.
Today in What's the Deal, I have lots of announcements to make. And here's something: Chrissy is sharing an unreleased song called This City. And then in the last part of today's show called Get Poetic, Chrissy's going to share with you an original poem. Now let's get to the show. So what's the deal? Here's the deal. My song, No Love Tomorrow, from my most recent album, Learn to Vibe, is the most played song for the month of May on CJAM FM. And that's the University of Windsor's campus/community radio station. I'm so thankful that my song is being played this much, especially in a month with literally hundreds of new releases. Now, CJAM is one of the finest campus radio stations in the country. They are very organized and active in the music community. So if you want to follow them, you can find them on Facebook and Twitter by searching CJAM FM. That's CJAM FM. Now, I'd like to mention that I've also added a new section to my website at soulbrothermike.com. You'll notice a new option in the menu bar called Repertoire. So this page has the master list of all of the songs that I'm currently playing at live shows. And if you have any suggestions for other songs to cover, you can reach out to me on Twitter at SoulBrotherMike, or you can contact me through the contact page on my website as well. So I also wanted to tell you about two shows that I have coming up this weekend. I'll be playing at the Downtown Windsor Farmers Market once again on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And Chrissy's also going to help me cover that set, so you can hear both of us this Saturday morning. That takes place on Polisher Street, just north of Wyandotte. They close the whole street down for pedestrians, and it's lined with vendors from all over the county selling fresh produce and all kinds of stuff. So come check that out on Saturday morning. And then later that day is my album release party at Villains Bistro. So I'll be playing there with a full band between 7 and 10 p.m. It's $10 at the door, and there will be an opening set from Brendan Scott Friel, who Chrissy interviewed on last Thursday's episode. So for more information on these shows, you can visit soulbrothermike.com/dates. So lastly, I wanted to tell you guys about a song that I worked on last week with local music producer Luke Michaud. We worked together to create a theme song for AM 800's Morning Drive Show. Now, I've heard that they did play this song on Friday morning, and I hope they keep using the track as a regular theme, but we'll just have to wait and see if they do that. It's a short 1-minute theme song, and I'm going to share it with you now. It's called Good Morning to the World. Have a listen.
Good morning to the world.
Today on Here's Something, I'm sharing with you a song called This City. It was recorded in Chicago, Illinois in 2009 when I was making my first studio album, Darling Darling. But the song didn't make it onto the final track listing. I originally planned to keep it as a single to release at a later date, but then I ended up moving to Windsor and just kind of forgot about it. It's a song I wrote while I was going to college in Dartmouth and living in Halifax, and I was still getting used to living in the city, dealing with bad drivers and long bus rides to school, and seeing the iconic red and white smokestacks in Dartmouth, all of which I mention in the song. Just listening to it for the first time in years, I'm really struck by the words at the end of the chorus. I am not a weed. I need some open air to breathe. I need some soul to grow on me. It features what I think is a dobro, or it's possibly pedal steel, played by Jim Becker. I'm sorry, I can't remember. And there's also bass by Tobin Summerfield. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't give you a disclaimer that my voice sounds like a tiny little cat who inhaled a lot of helium before recording this song. So here it is, the lost, unreleased 2009 recording, This City.
Things have changed.
All right, that was This City by Chrissy Cochran. Reach out to her on Twitter at Chrissy Cochran to let her know what you thought. Also, if you'd like to download and own that recording, simply subscribe to the Get Collected podcast on Patreon. So for $5 a month, you'll get access to all of the music that we feature in the Here's Something part of our show, which is often rare and otherwise unreleased. So go subscribe now at patreon.com/getcollected.
Now for the last part of today's show on Get Poetic, I've got a brand new poem for you that I literally just finished an hour before recording our show today. I wanted to come up with something original for this episode, so on Sunday night during my workout, I started writing this poem in my mind. It's everything I was thinking during my performance earlier that day at the Art Walk in Sarnia. I just thought it would be interesting to share some of the things that go through my mind when I'm performing. So here's a little poem I'm calling Move So It Looks Easy. Hello, my name is, this song is, I begin. I try the first chords, my thin notes string twangy and far away, and my voice sounds like I'm singing next door. I tell myself, smile so you look confident, move so it looks easy. I think to myself, I shouldn't have worn heels. I've got to be the only person for miles wearing heels. My hair is thick with sprayed curls. Is this the right look? Is this the wrong song? A drop of sweat traces down my back. My shirt sticks to my skin. My hands stick to the strings. My words stick in my throat. I think to myself, stop thinking. Draw myself into the words, summon up the story. But here in this hot bubble, everything is muffled, and my microphone keeps electrocuting me. I've got to keep my distance. But I've got to connect. So I look out at the faces, hoping what I see won't make my fingers miss a beat. So I look at the dogs and the babies, one man smiling. I look at the parking lot beyond and the backs of people who are walking away.
All right, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for listening. Tune back in on Thursday for an all-new philosophy. I'll be talking about the history of the lap steel guitar. So stay tuned and stay collected.